Nimeona kama ukumbi imejaa, na hata ingine ile ukumbi ya nyuma kule vile vile kumejaa. Si hii ni dalili? Hii ni dalili. Kwanza mimi niko na maneno nitasema kwa Kimombo, alafu nitamaliza kwa Kiswahili. Sawa sawa? Tunaelekea kwenye kilele ya hafla leo. Let me begin by thanking all of you for traveling from far and wide to attend this historic meeting. We invited you here to discuss the most important element of our politics in the days ahead, the question of voting. I want to thank all of you who responded to our call at the other time when we said IEBC must go. And you responded from all corners of the country to show displeasure with the disgraced IEBC. We are also here to emphasize that we are one opposition team with the common dream of liberating Kenyans from the yoke of Jubilee. We have not convened to deploy for mass action as Jubilee had hoped. That remains on our radar, but not in the next 30 days. In a way, therefore, today marks the beginning of the people of Kenya taking their destiny into their own hands in the final bid to preserve our nation. This country was founded on a simple, unwritten, but binding principle that each generation shall rise to right the wrongs of its time. Some of our people have had to endure torture, detentions, assassinations, and stints in exile to bring change to the nation. For this generation, the challenge is to bring change through the ballot. But we can only vote if we register. The last time the IEBC enlisted people before elections in 2013, it went all out to deny our people the chance to register by deploying fewer kits in perceived cold areas than the Jubilee strongholds. Another final registration before elections begins in 5 days' time. We must respond in a way that is commensurate with the stakes at hand. If the last 4 years is anything to go by, the elections of 2017 will determine whether we remain a viable nation or we go the route of collapse that has stalked much of Africa. Kenya has been tested to the limit these last 4 years. It cannot stand another 5 years of Jubilee. We are therefore gathered here because our country needs all of us to rise to the challenges that are known to all of us. Unprecedented corruption, tribalism that has become official policy, politics that marginalizes communities, all-time high unemployment, rising costs of living, insecurity, mounting debt, and a regime bent on taking us to the past while stealing our future. President Moi said, siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. We now see siasa mbaya. We are here to agree to stop Jubilee from ruining our country beyond August 2017. Defeating Jubilee in August is not about the opposition taking power. It is a national duty and a civic responsibility to save Kenya. We are here to make all of us understand that the only enemy we have and our country has is Jubilee. Divided, we shall fall, and the country will continue to suffer. Only our unity shall salvage what remains of our country. We are here because we understand that simple and painful reality. I urge you to follow in our steps and unite. Let us put Kenya first. Infighting and friendly fires will not do. Because as they say, friendly fires also kill. Supremacy battles will not work. Only a firm decision that Jubilee has to let go of our country and our people will work. We will deal with election laws. We promise you that. But you must all go out in every town, village, home, church, school, bus stop, every single day, and not to rest until everybody you meet is a registered voter, to send a mass message to Jubilee that they must go home. It has to be done. It has been done elsewhere. It will be done here, and with your help and the backing of a united opposition. I'm coming from Ghana this morning, where I went to witness the swearing in of the new president, Nana Akufo-Addo, who had been rigged 2 times, and finally a 3rd time he won. There are at least 4 steps that we must execute meticulously to get Jubilee out of our lives. 1, we must get all eligible voters to register. There are millions of Kenyans who subscribe to opposition ideals and who are tired of Jubilee but are not registered as voters. 2, we must get our people to take keen interest in the compilation of the voter register and have them inspect the register after registration. Ensuring that the register bears accurate details of all those registered is a duty all of us must take seriously before election day. 3, there must be votes on election day. But as we go now, we want you to adopt a polling station. We want you to adopt a polling station. Each and every polling station must have a committee. And around that polling station, we must know how many people are living around that area who are not registered. And ensure that they're all registered. 3, we must vote on election day. 4, we must protect the vote. It all begins with taking the first step, which is to register. On protection of the vote, we assure you that we will be equal to the task. I wish to urge all opposition supporters to discard the fears that Jubilee will steal the August elections. They will not. We shall not allow it. We shall make it impossible for anyone to steal the elections. But we are also sending word to Jubilee again that the cost of stealing this election will be regrettable. Therefore, don't try it. On this election, in the words of Franklin Roosevelt, and I quote, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." We have learned our lessons. We know we are not dealing with the finest of human beings. We are prepared to stop Jubilee on its tracks. Let us focus all our energy on registering our people. We have identity cards waiting to be collected to enable our people to register. We must get them to their owners. Supporters with ID cards have to be made to come out and register as a matter of duty to the country. We must monitor the exercise. Where there are impediments to registration, like the absence of kits and unnecessary registration requirements, this must be recorded and communicated in real time. Each day, we must register the maximum number possible. We must not allow the IEBC to get away with mischief. We appeal to you to be our eyes and our ears on the ground on this exercise. We, in turn, shall continue to be your eyes and ears up here against Jubilee. But we also promise that you shall never walk alone in this exercise. As your leaders, we shall be visiting your areas to give you the push and the guidance that you may need. We are tasking our youth to stand up for our country and our future. I'm reminding our youth that we had a deal that they would move from market to market, house to house, church to church, and school to school to give everyone of voting age to register. It is my hope that the youth will keep the promise they made to me and enter their names into the annals of our country's history. I end by addressing an issue that I know is close to your hearts, the nomination exercise. We pledge to give everyone a fair chance to get the nomination for the positions you desire. The commitment runs across the opposition. We will ensure the nomination exercise is free, fair, and transparent. We are against fraud in the general election. We will not allow fraud in our own nominations. But we must always see ourselves as members of one team. The enemy remains Jubilee. So your competitor is not your enemy. Those who will win nominations must be reminded that it would mark just the beginning of the main war. I know some people are fond of fighting for nomination certificates and then sitting back during the general election. This election cannot be won without you. Those who lose must equally know it won't be the end of the road. We will need everyone who subscribes to our ideals. We will create space for you to help cause the change you are looking for. The time for change is now. Let us all go out and be agents of that change. Even if you lose, we are going to be in government. You will have something more useful to do. Therefore, I urge all of you to hold your hand together and say that we are going to move together until we reach the other end. That is a statement that we wanted to reach today. Sasa vile wenzangu wamesema, muona vile tumefika hapa. Mwaka jana niliambia wana Jubilee atiangalieni mwezi wa Februari mwaka ujao. Yani mwaka 2017. Tuko Januari. Sasa sio kama itawezekana. Tayari imewezekana. Na vile mmeona hao viongozi wamekuja, wameungana. Wameungana? Na hii bado inapanuka. Itazidi kupanuka. Wakenya wana hasira na Jubilee. Wakenya wanasikia uchungu. Watoto ambaye hawezi kwenda shule kwa sababu wazazi hawana pesa. Vijana wamemaliza shule, hakuna kazi. Madaktari wamegoma. Sasa miezi mbili wamegoma na hakuna mazungumzo. Walimu juzi walitoka kwa mgomo. Juzi vijana walifanya mtihani, watu 500,000, 500,000 na kitu. Miongoni ya wale vijana walifanya mkutano, 15% peke yake. Only 15% have passed to go to university. What do you do with the 85%? What happened? Unaniambia ati 15 peke yake ndio walikuwa na bongo ya kupita mtihani, 85 ni wajinga wote. Ati wale ambao walipita mwaka 15 waliiba. Ati walikuwa napita tu kwa kuiba. Hiyo ni kitu ambaye serikali ya Jubilee inataka kutueleza. Tunasema hiyo hapana, mpaka uchunguzi ifanyike. Kwa hivyo sisi tumekuja pamoja bila maona hapa. Tumeona hapa na nyinyi mmetoka pembe zote wa Kenya, sio? Wanapwani wako hapa, wapwani wako, watu wa Eastern wako, North Eastern iko, Bonde la Ufa, mkoa wa Kati, Magharibi, Nyanza, mko. Tunataka mshikane pamoja tukienda. Sasa tunataka kufanya ile ambayo ilifanyika na ile mnyama. Tendawili. Leo tutasema hadithi. Ndege moja inaitwa mtiti. Mtiti mnajua? Alitaka mayai. Alipotaka mayai akawacha akaenda kutafuta chakula. Aliporudi akakuta kama nyoka imeingia kwa nyumba yake, imejivingirisha huko ndani ya nyumba yake. Sasa akaona nyoka ni hatari. Akaenda kuuliza msaada. Akaenda kwa ndege wenzake wakakataa, wanaogopa. Akaenda kwa mbuzi, ameogopa. Kwa kuku anaogopa. Kwa ng'ombe anaogopa. Basi sasa akaenda kukakuja yule Siafu akasema mimi naweza. Akasema wewe utaweza? Nasema naweza kujaribu. Utaweza kitu ambacho inashinda ng'ombe? Naweza kujaribu. Siafu akatoka akaenda kaleta jeshi lake. Aliporudi na jeshi, akaja wengine wakaingia kwenye mkia, wengine kwenye tumbo, wengine kwenye mgongo, wengine kwenye pua, wengine kwenye macho, wengine kwenye shingo. Moja nyoka akaumia mpaka nyoka akatoka. Sawa? Sawa? Sasa hii nyoka ni Jubilee. Tunataka wapwani washike mkia, mnashika wapwani. Alafu nataka watu wa magharibi, mashariki washike mgongo. Nairobi tumbo. Magharibi shingo. Bonde la Ufa macho. Nyanza mdomo. Hii nyoka itatoka.